freaking hot out here. Just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, when you go watch the replay, this is only going to be a short live stream. I'm just doing this so I'm giving Darren Dobson his permission to show this tonight on his live stream so everybody can enjoy it. This is Interstate 10 heading eastbound on the eastern side of Arizona. And I'm about ready to go past Bowie, Arizona. Now, the title of the live stream is Rambo, no. What that means is, I believe it was part 4, where he was over in Thailand and led those people in the boat. And at the end of the movie, he finally went home to Bowie, Arizona, to his father's ranch. And you saw that at the end, and then they ran the credits. You saw him walking towards the ranch, and there's a big mountain that looks like this one behind it that you see over to my right. That was actually filmed in Mexico. And the last Rambo movie that came out a few years back, where you see the ranch and everything, and everybody, it looks like it. I will say that. It looks like it, but it's not. That was filmed in Mexico also. Or no, excuse me. At the end of that one where you see the credits and you see the mountain, that was Southern California, excuse me. Now, the last Rambo movie, that was all filmed in Mexico. None of it was filmed in Bowie, Arizona. It was just mentioned. Where are you from? I'm from Bowie, Arizona. But we never see it, even though they get the credit for it. I kind of feel sorry for the people of Bowie, Arizona, where none of it got filmed there. It would have been nice. But you hit Bowie, Arizona, then you drive another 30 or 40 miles, and then you get into New Mexico. I was just on Josh's live stream. He started it when I was going through Tucson. I got this load in Wellington, suburb north of Tulsa, next to Phoenix, right by the Air Force Base. I was getting a free air show when I dropped my trailer and hooked to this one at Nestle. Yeah, the F-22s were constantly taking off, ripping the sky apart. They'd leave the tarmac and then pull up on the yoke and go straight up and hit the afterburners. That's why it sounds like it's ripping the sky apart. I think it's kind of cool, though, actually. I know there's people in the chat. I appreciate you all coming. I don't know who it is. I can't read the chat because I have to pay attention what's in front of me. Even though it's straight away and it's flat, I still just got to pay attention because you never know what's going to happen. As hot as that pavement is that you've seen in front of me, it's about 140 degrees. Believe me, if you stepped on it with bare feet, you would burn the bottom of your feet pretty good. It would blister it. So you can imagine what it's doing to my tires. It's 110, but that pavement being black and absorbing the sunlight all day long, yeah, it can get up to 130, 140 degrees, the pavement. Yeah, last time I drove through here with my Pete, my tires were only like a month old, and it got hotter than what it is now. I think it was in New Mexico. It got up to like 128 degrees, and then the pavement got so hot it warped people's tires because it warped mine, and I was pissed because those super singles are $1,000 a piece. So I got a set of used ones that had about half tread on them for, I think it was $1,800 for all 4. But believe me, I wasn't happy. And I'm like, look, if we're going to haul freight and our tires are receiving damage from the heat of the road, We're gonna have to charge a lot more for the freight. Now you're gonna have to look really hard to see Bowie, Arizona. It's not big at all. I think there may be 3 or 4 thousand people live here, if that. It's not a big town. I'm headed to Las Cruces, and then from there, tomorrow I'll head up to Los Lunas, which is just south of Albuquerque, and deliver this load tomorrow at, I believe, 7 or 8 o'clock at night. But I took a picture of this mural that was painted on the side of this mom and pop truck stop. It was really cool. It was Stallone as Rambo. It says no place like home. And I'm like, I bet you Stallone hasn't even been to Bowie, Arizona before. Because none of it was filmed here. Disappointing. Because that's the only reason why I stopped. I've been through Bowie here a few times over the years. I just finally stopped at that mom and pop truck stop, and then I asked around. They said none of that was filmed here. I'm like, well, that's a disappointment because we get mentioned in the movie, but that's it. Oh, jeez. But I highly doubt you're really going to see anything because it's like a couple miles to my left off the interstate to get into Bowie, and there's no buildings; it's all houses. Hey, I'll Google map it and zoom in, get on ground level, and you get a good view of it. Oh, that's nice. But the good thing is, for the most part, these roads are pretty smooth. Why? Because I think the coldest it'll get here is like 70 degrees, if that. It stays warm down here all year round. And they never get snow, and they don't need to plow the roads, which that's what tears the roads up to begin with. But it looks like there's a lot of orchards here. I don't know if it's apples or oranges. I can't see anything dangling from the trees, but oh, pecans. Those are pecan trees to my left. I know it was a farm of some sort. There it is. Now I'm going to stop in there because there's something I got to get for my daughter Cheyenne that I know she would like, and I said if I come back through, I'll get it. So something tells me I'm coming back through here. I'm going to go ahead and get it. So I've never seen it. It's a book bag that you see kindergartners and first and second and third graders wear. It's got like a stuffed animal, and it's a book bag, or I mean a backpack where they put their books and everything in, and it's got a pug on it. This is the mom and pop truck stop I was telling you all about. Excuse me. And believe me, it's hotter here than in the Philippines. Not by much, but it's hotter here. I didn't know it was a 1.9. I got a fault in my right blinker. Everything's fine except for on the back of the truck, not the trailer, but the truck. The only way it would get noticed if I was bobtail, but I got to get that changed out as quickly as possible. Next time I get to the yard, because I got to get an oil change when I get to the yard next. I'll have them change out that bulb too, and then replace the belt on my APU unit so it works. But have bad luck with an APU units. But you keep heading this way for about 2 miles, about a mile and a half, and then that's Bowie, Arizona. You can't see anything hardly because of all the trees, but it's right over there. But this looks like the road he was walking down, and there's a mountain right over there that was behind the ranch when he walked down the long driveway. But that wasn't filmed here. That was filmed in Mexico. Orale! Okay, you're not gonna let me in here. Thank you, douchebag. You know, you wouldn't be sitting there waiting if you would have let me to frick in here. Anyway, there's the mural over there, right behind that car I took a picture of the other day. But I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get turned around. I'm going to go in and buy that bag if it's still there for my daughter. Yeah, usually whenever I usually don't shop for my kids. It's just if something jumps out at me like that, and I know that they would enjoy. Uh, but I sent the photo of that mural to Sheer, Darren, and Sammy, I believe. Can't remember. No, I sent it to a few people. You guys just wait a minute. It'll only take me about 5 minutes. I'll be back out here. I gotta set the headset down. But if, Kyle, if you're in here, just talk to people. Tell them that this is Bowie, Arizona, where supposedly John Rambo from the Rambo movies was from. But none of it was filmed here. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Here, let me show you what I had to purchase because it was the only one there. I said if it came back through and it was there, I'm going to buy it. See, it's a stuffed animal, but it's a backpack for like a kindergartner, first, second, third grade. Because she likes pugs. 19 bucks. But man, that'd be a disappointment. You get a mention in the movie, but never came here. It's like getting kicked in the balls. There we go. I couldn't remember what exit number it was, but I'm glad I was able to see it from the highway. Oh, there it is. I just got off there. But you can buy all kinds of different things in there. Some really weird foods I've never seen or heard of before. They look like eggs, but they're not. They're like a cake, kinda, and they're really sweet. And I'm like, that looks too much like an egg. I wish I was hungry, so I'd have bought me a bunch of shrimp like I did yesterday when I came here. They got a Chester's chicken in there. They sell. They also sell shrimp. I got me a basket of shrimp yesterday. Just not hungry, not right now. Probably get me a tortilla there in New Mexico. But I'll make it just east of Las Cruces. All I know is I need to get into New Mexico. That's all I need. All I know. I get into New Mexico, I'm in the clear. And me, I'd rather keep driving during the day because, man, is it hot. But it cools down at night. Yeah, it cooled down to about 72 last night. But I'm going to go ahead and end this, guys. And I'm just glad I could show you the location of Bowie, Arizona. Y'all have a good day. See you tonight on Darren's.